Very nice midweek rub, and the boys are here. The boys are here. Danny Frawley, superstar, of course, and All-Australian, and also Rising Star. So we've got some stuff to discuss with you, Spud. And also Purple, fresh from the Rising Star. Hello, Purple.
Hello, JB and Bill. Yeah, I love this, the day, the NAB Rising Star Day. I reckon they do it really, really well.
Well, it was the hardest one from my point of view. Only, what's my third year. The hardest one to vote for. It was pretty close at the end, Warrior.
Well, it was close at the end, and what I noticed, there was a little bit of about Spud Regis involved.
No, there wasn't.
There was.
We'll get on to the me after. It wasn't me.
It was Jim and Bill.
What happened?
There were 10 people who voted on it.
Yes.
Yep.
And through no particular order, we thought at the time, they filtered it out. Like the first time they referred to votes, there were 2 votes. Might have been Cameron Ling and Warren Treadway. Then the next time, 3 more votes. Got to the point where Bontempelli and Taylor are on 34, and there's
So
one set of votes
the 5
remaining.
went to.
Yeah.
So one set of votes.
One set of votes left.
And who was it?
Danny Frawley.
Oh, Daniel.
So the room.
Dan.
It was
That's
a
fair
drum
enough,
roll.
Bill.
Dan.
And so it should be,
Did you
Warrior.
ask for it to be done that way?
What's that?
Did you ask for it to be done that way?
No, I didn't, but I think they got it right. Actually, I know they got it right.
When did you have to
I
put your
know
votes?
exactly.
When did they put them in?
Put them in Sunday night, Bill.
Put them all in Sunday night.
Sunday
right?
night, but he did a lot
So-
of homework the couple of weeks
Purple,
leading up to it.
Yes.
The whole room was hanging
For a minute.
for a minute,
Yeah.
on Spud.
Yeah,
Danny
that's fair
Frawley's
enough.
votes.
And that's, I think they, well, I
Mrs.
know they got it right.
Bontempelli, who was
That's
nervous
it.
before the day even
That's it.
started, was shaking, and Danny Frawley's votes. Here they come.
Yeah.
And then they even slowed it down again.
So what did you think about
He
that,
gave
Warrior?
1 vote to so-and-so, 2 votes.
Were you happy with that?
Oh, look, the result was the right one, I would think, Spud,
Yeah.
given that, he played
I'll
the full
tell
quota of
you, I'll tell you
matches.
exactly what Spud did. He said Harry Cunningham gets 1.
Yeah.
Harry.
Colin
Played
Ashley
every-
gets 2.
Yep.
Luke McDonald 3. Bontempelli 4. And
Yep.
there's your winner.
There it is.
There's your
Lewis
winner.
Taylor.
And that was,
It's the 5-eye.
that was
And it
1,
would
2,
have
3.
been Gary, who's a very big part of this day. He's,
what
Sure.
about
he lectures
What about him?
the nominee.
What about-
Didn't stay for the end, Gary.
Oh, no. He's got to stay.
He was
He's
sitting
gotta
next
stay
to
for the
Mike
end.
Fitzpatrick
Oh, no.
and gone before it finished.
No, it couldn't be.
Well,
before.
I think he had a legitimate reason, and I'm not going to
Couldn't
say
be
more than
before.
Have you
finished.
talked about that?
Another
Well,
ad.
what is that, Spud?
Well, he's taken a selfie with all
What
the
about
nominations, all the players in behind him, with his big mullet,
Ellen style.
his big
It is Ellen at
mutton
the
head.
Oscars style.
It is.
What does that tell you, Spud, looking at that photo?
He's got ahead of himself again,
Well,
quite
again.
clearly.
Who's it about, Spud?
It's about him.
He's made it all about him.
Me. Gary, have a look. Have a look at it's real wanker type setup
Of
again.
course it is.
Seriously, he has got ahead of himself, hasn't he?
Yeah.
There's no doubting that.
Mate,
Ever
you got to
since-
tell him. Bring this up again Saturday, will you?
we
The
will.
We'll
Wolfpack
have
won't
to.
like it, Bill.
The
We'll have
Wolfpack.
to.
They won't like that.
Well, I tell you, speaking of Gaz, and this interested me, Spud, I got a text from Big Hig saying that on Foxtel there was a replay of a 1995, was it Hig?
Yeah, that's
Did you
right.
say?
State of
1995 State of Origin match at the MCG, South Australia.
That's right.
Plugger and
Gary Ablett.
and a 10-12 goal win
Yeah.
to Victoria. Anyway, so he said, have a look. Anyway, so I'm sitting at home watching the golf. So I flicked over, and I don't know what stage it was. I think it was early third quarter, Hig. And I see the Wolf. Spun one around and sort of
Yeah.
stuck it into the hands of a
Plugger.
big monkey, I think it was. who
Monkey.
Took a mark inside 50. Anyway, so that was fine. The next bit of vision I saw was David Neitz warming up on the boundary. The very next bit of vision I saw was the Wolf. Off! The first 5 minutes of watching, off he came.
And in those days, you didn't come back on.
Well,
did you?
that was
There was
the
no
other-
rotation.
There was
That
no
was him,
rotations
Purple.
in those days.
All over, yibbity yibbity.
I
From the younger Melbourne players too.
From a younger
Yeah,
Melbourne
oh.
player.
I remember it was the EJ Witten
That was that game, wasn't
tribute match, and I remember it was really wet and muddy.
Yep.
He's-
Yes, it was.
But Gary's white V was just pristine. It was too clean for my liking. Warrior, you know, as a kid, you didn't get a kick, you'd sort of
That's
roll around in the mud just to make sure
you get some mud.
Yeah, get some mud and put it on the big white V. But he was
Right, come on, guys.
brill cream.
All right,
Yep.
well, very nice again, Spud Whitney.
Oh,
Up
yep.
to Sydney we go.
Oh yes, early too. Grumpy.
Saturday. Well, the Wolf
We don't travel well.
Wolf will be real grumpy.
Well, he just
We
sent a
don't
text in. He
travel.
reckons he single-handedly got the Victoria in front.
Oh,
Slight quad strain, he reckons. I thought he was running off far too briskly for me. The unibrow was just sort of all furrowed in when he was running off, and he said it was a quad strain, and then reason he went off single-handedly, got Victoria in front.
can you believe it?
Lockett's 8 goals had nothing to do with it.
Nah,
either,
nothing
did
to
it?
do with
And
that.
Ablett's 7.
Nothing to do with it.